Hello friends, subscribe my channel and press on bell icon. Thank you. Get ready for dictation. Start. The stream of thoughts and the contentions made by Shri R.S. Chima, Senior Advocate, Shri H.S. Mattewal, Advocate General, Punjab, and Shri R.S. Rai, Standing Counsel for Union Territory, Chandigarh, particularly converged to focus on the proposition that the High Court under Section 482 had undiminished power to quash the proceedings in the event of the parties settling their disputes in all such matters in which the court was of the opinion that it was necessary to do so to secure the ends of justice and to prevent the abuse of the process of law. Stop para in Dharamveer versus State of Haryana bracket Supra V.K. Bali bracket minority view while dealing with the judgment in B.S. Joshi's case observed as under para the question framed and answered by the Honorable Supreme Court in B.S. Joshi's case pertinently relates to powers of the High Court under Section 482 and Article 226 of the Constitution of India in view of the bar created by Section 320 bracket 9, even though as stated earlier the matter pertained to matrimonial disputes. Stop. In my considered view, judgment in B.S. Joshi's case cannot be treated to be the only exception vesting the power with the High Court under Section 482 or Article 226 of the Constitution of India, where FIR can be quashed relating to non-compoundable offence. Stop. In other words, it is not an exception to the power of the High Court under Section 482 of Code of Criminal Procedure relating to matrimonial disputes. Stop. To illustrate, if it was a case under Section 304B IPC where wife had died due to torture meted to her on account of demand of dowry, could it be said to be a dispute relating to matrimonial dispute where a compromise should be permitted and FIR quashed? Question mark. If it was a case of cold-blooded murder of wife by the husband for non-fulfillment of his demands relating to dowry, could on compromise the High Court quash the FIR? Question mark. In both the events as mentioned above, answer to the question to this court appears to be in the negative. Stop. To further illustrate by examples of disputes other than relating to marriage, like civil disputes between two brothers which had criminal overtones as well, would the decision in B.S. Joshi's case not apply? Question mark. Where the property in dispute between close relatives which is primarily of civil nature and has also genuine or belabored dimension of criminal liability, could the decision be otherwise? Question mark. If the dispute may pertain to old parents or business concerns with dealings over a long period which were predominantly civil and were given or acquired a criminal dimension, but the parties were essentially seeking a redressal of their financial or commercial claims, could the decision is otherwise? Stop. I have no doubt in my mind that in the matters related to the kind of categories mentioned above, the decision would have been the same. Stop. If that be so, B.S. Joshi's case cannot be treated an exception for permitting the parties to command non-compoundable offence by permitting the High Court to quash FIR under Section 482. Stop.